Morning, students. Good morning, all of you. I hope you all are well and following these appropriate behavior to save yourself and your family as well as all the other people from this COVID-19. So wear masks, follow physical distancing, maintain hand hygiene, stay at least 6 feet from others, and wash your hands frequently, always with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. And remember to not touch your face, do not share your food or drink with others. So by this, we're gonna start revising our chapters which are coming in your unit exam. So first we will revise chapter number 8, wind, storm and cyclone. Okay, and we will study about wind, storm, cyclone and atmospheric pressure. So the first question which has come in our mind is what is wind? And it is a moving air. So wind makes so many things happen, but what makes the wind happen? We know that the moving air is wind, but why would the air move? See, air moves from a place where there is a more air to a place where there is a less air. So if you want to say that this like the smart science student, then we can say that air moves from a high pressure area to a low pressure area. That is the right thing to say, but let's make sure we have understood this properly. So air is everywhere and it is a gas. All of you know that. So it is made up of many small molecules. These molecules are in constant motion. Okay, they continuously moving. They keep banging against each other and all the things around them. That is how air exerts pressure. So when the temperature increases, the molecules get more energy and they vibrate more. When they vibrate more, they move away from each other. Okay, they move away from each other. So we know this happened to all the substances. That is why they expand on heating. You know that everything expand on heating. So when similarly the air also expand on heating. That means that in the same place now there are lesser particles of air. So the pressure that the particle exert is also less. So when the temperature increases, the air pressure decreases. Make sure you remember this, that even if you don't remember this as it is, you can remember the logic and come to this conclusion yourself that what happened when the temperature decreases? The energy in the air molecules also decreases. Okay, so they vibrate less and come closer to each other. That means in the same area there are more particles of air. With more particles there are more collisions and hence the air pressure is greater. So when the temperature decreases, the air pressure increases. Now we go ahead with the rest of the concepts. Have you ever blown air into a balloon? So why does the balloon go increasing in size as you blow? That is because the air that you blow exerts pressure on the inside of the balloon and make it stretch. And there is a big column of air above our heads. 1 ton of air as you see in the picture. So air does exert a lot of pressure and this is known as atmospheric pressure. So air has weight and it exerts a force. You know that air is made up of small particles as you see in the picture. There are more of these particles in the bottom layer of the earth. The particles in the air are constantly moving as they keep bouncing off and hitting object. They exert a pressure on the objects around them as well. Do you know how much this pressure is? The pressure on a 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter area is almost 1000 kg. So the load on our head is almost 1000 kg. 1000 kg as you can see. So how do we survive? So the pressure inside our body is also the same. So the two forces balance each other and we remain normal. Okay, I hope you understand this concept. And you also know the tug of war game. If both teams pull with equal pressure, the rope does not move. Okay. So there is no air on the moon and there is no atmospheric pressure there. But the pressure inside our bodies still exists. So how do astronauts survive in space then? So that is why astronauts have to wear special suits. So else all their body fluids would come gushing out. Okay. So here is an activity you can do with the metallic can. We heat it to make the air expand and go out, and then we quickly put it upside down in water. So as you can see, why did the can get crushed? When we take the can off the heat, the air cools and contracts. Okay. As we immediately put it in a water, no more air can enter and there is an uneven pressure and that crunches the can. So that is the power of atmospheric pressure you can see. So you know that air expands on heating. And what happens to air when it becomes hot? It becomes lighter as there is less air left. Okay. So when cold air get heated, it become lighter and move upward. Okay, in the upward direction. And what happened to light things? They float on the heavier things. So the warm or a hot air rises up. Warm air is lighter than cold air. So warm air goes up and cold air comes down. You have seen this happening when convection currents get set up when you heat water tool. So what are the things to remember? Air pressure increases when temperature decreases and decreases when temperature increases. Okay. Hot air is lighter than cool air and therefore rises. Cool air is heavier than hot air and therefore it sinks. Air moves from a high pressure area to a low pressure area. When air moves, we get wind. Now remember the planetary winds that you studied in geography. Near the equator, you have a low pressure belt because it's hot there. The air expands on and the pressure reduces. So near the poles, you have a high pressure belt because it's cold there. So the air shrinks and the pressure increases. So there are more pressure belts on Earth and all these causes planetary wind. Do you remember the land breeze and the sea breeze or the mountain breeze and valley breeze which you study? Yes, basically it's all based on this one concept of air pressure. Just like the direction of local winds get reversed during night and day, the direction of seasonal winds also get reversed during summer and winter. Since it changes with seasons, so these are called seasonal winds. The monsoon winds bring water for the whole of India. Our whole country is dependent on those. So when the monsoon is problematic, there are basic problems in everything and anything that happens in India. So we learned that air around us exerts pressure. Air expands on heating and contracts on cooling. Warm air rises up, whereas comparatively cooler air tends to sink toward the Earth's surface. As warm air rises, air pressure at that place is reduced and the cooler air moves to that place. The moving air is called wind.